Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today topic is false prophet during the caliphate of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Our lecture is divided into three parts. Part 1 is past paper questions. Part 2 is knowledge. And part 3 is marking scheme. In part 1, I am mentioning the questions from past papers of O Level Islamiyat about the topic false prophet during the caliphate of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. There are 9 questions that mentioned in the past papers of O Level Islamiyat. Question 1 is, describe Abu Bakr activities against the false prophet and apostate tribes. Question 2 is, write about the election of Abu Bakr as caliph and how he dealt with the false during his reign. Question 3 is, write a detailed account of the 4 false prophets and how the caliph Abu Bakr defeated them. Question 4 is, write about any 2 major events that took place during the caliphate of Abu Bakr. Question 5 is, write a detailed account of the Battle of Yamama and of the compilation of the Holy Quran during the caliphate of Abu Bakr. Question 6 is, write a detailed account of the false prophet that Abu Bakr dealt with during his caliphate. Question 7 is, write a detailed account of the election of Abu Bakr as the first caliph and the action he took against any 2 of the false prophets. Question 8 is, write an account of the false prophet Musaylima and the battle fought against him in 632. Question 9 is, write an account of the 4 false prophets in Arabia and their defeat by Abu Bakr. Now I am going to attempt a question. Question is, write a detailed account of the 4 false prophets and how the Caliph Abu Bakr defeated them. In the answer of this question, need to add these points. Point 1 is introduction. Second is reason of claiming false prophecy. Third is Al-Ansi. Fourth is Musaylima, al-Kadhdhab. Fifth is Tulayha ibn Khalid ibn Nawfal al-Asadi. Next is Sajah. And in the end, need to add a paragraph as conclusion. Point 1 is introduction. Dear students, need to add these points in your introduction in your own words. After the death of the Prophet Muhammad, the Muslim community faced serious challenges during the caliphate of Abu Bakr. Among these challenges was the emergence of several false prophets who claimed prophethood in different parts of Arabia, threatening the unity and stability of the Islamic State. These individuals gained followers and rebelled against the authority of Medina. Abu Bakr, determined to preserve the integrity of Islam, took decisive military action against them. Next is reasons of false prophecy. The main reason for false prophethood were political ambition, tribal loyalty, weak faith, and economic motives. Some powerful people taking advantages of these reasons claimed prophecy. During the caliphate of Abu Bakr, these people claimed for false prophecy. One of them is Al-Ansi. Before the death of Prophet, an impostor Al-Ansi appeared in Yemen. He belonged to the Ans tribe and he was the leader of this tribe. His dark skin earned him the title Al-Aswad, means the black man. He was also known as a veiled prophet as he covered his face to create an aura of mystery about himself. In the later years of the Prophet's life, al-Aswad claimed to receive the divine guidance and used tricks to convince people of his miracles. He gathered a considerable number of followers and attacked Sana'a, the capital of Yemen. He killed the governor and married his widow. The Holy Prophet ﷺ wrote to leaders of the Muslim army in Yemen to get rid of the impostor. They secretly joined hands with his newly married wife who was against him. One night, Persian Muslim Firoz al-Dharmi killed Aswad and Yemen came under Muslim rule. This news reached Medina a day after the Prophet's death. Trouble again started in Yemen when the news of the Prophet's death reached to province. A former general of Aswad army by the name of Qais made a bid for power. Giving up Islam, he relied around him the followers of his late master. He gathered enough men to capture Sana'a and became the master of Yemen. But the Muslim army stood firm. In the meantime, the two battalions sent by Abu Bakr also reached Yemen and Sana'a was recaptured. They defeated again by Firoz, whom was sent by Abu Bakr. Qais and his chief supporter Amr bin al-Mahdi Karb Zubairi were sent to Medina, where they both repented for their sins and were forgiven. Next is Musaylima al-Kadhdhab. He belonged to the large and influential tribe of Banu Hanifa in the Yamama region. He was wealthy and powerful and used his finances to misguide people and declared himself a prophet during the prophet life. Even wrote the prophet saying he had been given a share in his prophethood. He suggested to divide the land between him and the Holy Prophet. But the Holy Prophet ﷺ applied him in the negative, saying, the whole land belonged to the Allah only. The Holy Prophet ﷺ called him Musaylima Kadhdhab, meaning the biggest liar. He abolished the injunctions of the Quran and made permissible what was forbidden and succeeded in gaining a large following. The death of the Holy Prophet gave Musaylima his opportunity. He challenged the caliphate of Abu Bakr, which led to the Battle of Yamama in 632. He collected a large army. This army had first to deal with an impostress, Sajah. Rather than attacking Sajah, he married her. Now Musaylima had a huge army of 40,000 men under his command. To counter him, Abu Bakr sent 3 battalions toward Yamama. The battalion under Ikrimah bin Abu Jahal was ordered to attack Musaylima after the battalion under Shurahbil bin Hasana arrived to reinforce it. Ikrimah attacked Musaylima without waiting for Shurahbil battalion and was badly defeated. When Shurahbil arrived, he attacked Musaylima and was also defeated. Abu Bakr at once wrote to Khalid bin Walid to deal with Musaylima. The combined battalions of Khalid and Shurahbil now fell upon Musaylima army. A fierce battle took place at Yamama. Musaylima and his tribesmen were all put to death. Since this battle took place in the fortified garden and a great number of the Banu Hanifa and Muslims were killed, it came to be known as the Battle of Garden of Death. Among those who killed Musaylima was Washi, the Negro slave who had killed Hamza, the uncle of Holy Prophet. Next is Tulayha ibn Khuwailid ibn Nawfal al-Asadi. He was a wealthy leader of Banu Asad and Ghatafan tribes in North Arabia. As the tribes of the Adi, Banu Asadi also joined him. He was a famous warrior who, after initially opposed Islam, embraced the faith in 630, only to rebel and proclaim himself as a prophet. He was accepted as a prophet by many tribes and he raised a strong force against the Muslims. Tulayha, along with his huge group of followers, encamped at the Bazakha in Najd. Khalid ibn Walid was sent with 4,000 men by Abu Bakr to end his revolt and in the Battle of Bazakha in September 632. Tulayha was defeated and escaped to Syria. After the Muslim conquest of the country during the caliphate of Umar, converted to Islam again and thus tried to compensate for his past sin. Next is Sajah bint al-Harith. He was an Arab Christian from the tribe of Banu Tamim. She had a following as a soothsayer. After the Prophet's death, when many of her tribesmen rejected Islam, she declared herself as a prophet. With a force, she marched towards Medina, but learning of Tulayha defeat, Sajah dropped her plans. She then joined forces with another false prophet, Musaylima. Musaylima at once saw that Sajah was a serious rival and he could not defeat her on the battlefield. They went on to marry and she accepted his prophethood. Khalid ibn Walid crushed Sajah force and then moved to tackle Musaylima, who was killed in the battle of Yamama. Sajah disappeared and lived in obscurity. Later, when the Muslim conquered Iraq, she accepted Islam with the rest of her tribesmen. Dear student, next need to add a paragraph as conclusion. You can discuss these points in your paragraph in your own words. The challenges of the false prophet was a serious threat to the unity and survival of the early Muslim community after the death of Holy Prophet. However, the firm leadership and determination of Abu Bakr ensured that false rebellions were crushed. Through the Ridda Wars, he successfully defeated the false claimed and restored stability across Arabia, thereby preserving the unity of Islam and strengthened the foundations of the Islamic State. Dear student, this is the marking scheme of a question that we are going to discussing. You can check these points and attempt your questions according to these points. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.